Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you. I got another top 5 list that I'd like to get into today. Today I would like to get into my top 5 sleepers of 2021. So although you might think some of these, well, that's a really popular shoe, yes, there are a couple that are really popular. However, in my humble opinion, I feel like they didn't get near the praise or the recognition or the hype that they were deserving of. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's get into my top 5 sleepers of 2021. And now I should also state, for full disclosure, these lists only contain pickups that I made. So sure, there's more sleepers. There might be some that I would even consider a more worthy sleeper, but these are all shoes that I actually picked up in 2021 that I feel like were deserving of a whole lot more praise than what they got. We'll start off with these bad boys here. This is the Nike Air Trainer SC, and it's in a Georgetown colorway. If you're around my age and you had a heartbeat and you were into sports in the least bit, then you know there was nobody bigger than Bo Jackson. I think that the Air Trainer silhouette got a little bit more recognition just because of the Saquon Barkley collaboration that came out not too long ago this year. I didn't hit on them, and I'm not a huge Giants or Saquon Barkley fan. I went for the shoes, but it's not one that I felt like I had to pay resale prices for. But this pair of shoes, I felt like I had to have in the collection. This looks about as retro as can be. It reminds me of my childhood. I don't think they've ever done this color combination on here before, but I think they came out amazing. And really, nobody was talking about them too much. But it's got an icy blue outsole. It's got that visible air unit. Materials aren't crazy. It's not real high-end leather or anything, but as far as style goes, I think this is an awesome pair and very deserving of a lot more attention than what it got. I think the retail price was only $130, so it's a really affordable pair. And even now, these are still really accessible. They're not too expensive, and it's a pair that's easy to pick up. So that's number 1 on my list of sleepers of 2021. Next up, we'll stick with the theme of shoes I loved when I was a kid and a teenager. This is the Air Max 90. I think these were originally referred to as the Air Max 3. And this is a Tinker Hatfield design, which people my age are just so familiar of. Even newer sneakerheads and whatnot know that Tinker Hatfield, when it comes to designers of shoes, I don't know if there's anybody that has done for the sneaker culture what Tinker Hatfield has done. But anyhow, this isn't about him. This is about this specific pair of Air Max 90s. And this is a premium. I think when I ordered these, they were referred to on the website as the Ashen Slate Air Max 90 Premiums. And I cannot say enough good about the quality of materials on these things. And blue is my favorite color. I got my first pair of Air Maxes when I was in high school, and I remember just looking at that bubble and really the whole combination of the shoe. In my opinion, they look like a retro running shoe with that nice big visible air unit there at the bottom. And as a kid, the Air Max was just one of those pair of shoes I just thought was so cool, and I always felt so cool wearing them. I still think they're super wearable. They go with just about anything, and it's a pair of shoes that a lot of times my grass cutters end up being old Air Maxes because I just wear them into the ground, and then they're still functional enough that I'd continue wearing them to do yard work, you know. But I think this pair of shoes is insane. I didn't really see anybody else talking about these, and I think this is probably the most expensive pair that we'll get into today. I think these were either $140 or $150. These sat on the website for a long time. I got these from N Clothing. They may have been an EU exclusive. I'm not sure if they ever made it to the US or not, but you were able to order them from a handful of different retailers, and they just sat on the website. So I don't know. I haven't really looked to see if they're doing any numbers. I doubt they are, because it's just a standard Air Max 90. But as far as the look goes, I don't think it gets much better than that. And I just think materials are top shelf. The look of these are top shelf, and I think they definitely deserve more recognition. So that's my second pair on sleepers for 2021. Then we'll switch it up to a pair of Sauconys. I didn't realize, but my whole life I've been pronouncing this brand wrong. The first memory I have of Sauconys, which I thought was Saucony, was when I was a kid. My pap used to like these for running in. And really, the look of them now from then isn't that much different, but this is the first pair I ever got for myself. And I am just blown away by the quality of the materials and the construction. Just the overall style of these things is phenomenal in my opinion. A lot like I think of certain New Balances and even some Adidas and whatnot. I just think this pair of shoes, for the price point, these just sat on the website. I think this was from a collection called Destination Unknown. But these are the Shadow 6000s. I had to check that. That slept on. I had to make sure I was calling them the right thing. But this is the Saucony Shadow 6000. It was from the Destination Unknown pack. And this is just a pair of shoes that is meant for any type of use. So whether you're jogging, walking on trails, just wearing all day, you know, going sightseeing or whatnot, this is a shoe that can take you there. And I think the style is next level, and the price point is right around $100. I don't really hear anybody else talking about these, and for me, that makes it my number 3 sleeper of 2021. And now this is probably the most popular pair from my list, and a lot of people are probably thinking, well, everybody knows what those are. Yes, this is the Reebok Pump Omni Zone 2. This is the white version of the D Brown pair, which he wore in the slam dunk contest. I think he wore the black pair. But I had the black pair. I wasn't really too happy with the build of them, and the pumps didn't work. However, I really like the material on these. The style just takes me back to being a kid. And the Reebok Pump, when I was a kid, I wanted that more than what I wanted any Jordan. And that might sound crazy to people now, but that's just how big it was. And for me, there wasn't enough buzz, you know, that this thing deserved. So that's why this is number 4 on my sleepers of 2021. And then last but not least, we're going to finish it up with these classic looking beauties here. This is the New Balance 480. And this is my second pair of these. I think the style is insane. I got these for like $50. And I just think they're dope as can be, but nobody's talking about them.